In a previous audio, I touched on the point that I was going to start letting you know what you need to do if you want to go out on your own in regards to a gig. This might be something to supplement your income where you're the boss, or it could be something where you want to get involved in a full-fledged business. I'm going through that process myself, and speaking to you here on social media is part of that process. And the very first thing that I can tell you, and this seems like something that everybody should know, but you'd be surprised, is find your niche. Find out what your talent is if you haven't exercised it. If you're good at drawing pictures and you don't know exactly how to get into the arena of doing cartoons for a famous publishing company or for a newspaper, that's your dream. You want to be a freelance cartoonist, and you have a lot of magazines and newspapers that come to you because they want you to do cartoons. Let's say that. That'll be a good example. Well, if you're not already in school, in art school, you might want to consider that. You may be great at drawing, and that's wonderful, but you need to get your credentials together. And I know some of you probably feel that you shouldn't do it. It's not about what you feel. What you need to do is go ahead and look up the occupation you're looking at getting into so you could be a freelancer and make this your business. Look up and see what freelance cartoons are making, and look up and see what the requirements are in order to get into the field. Some of it requires a certain amount of schooling. Some of them, they let you know what markets would be better for you to go into depending on what your income needs are. Are you willing to relocate? Does the type of cartoons that you provide, does that require any additional training? These are things you have to look into, and it seems like it's very simple, but it can be very time consuming. And while you're finding out this information, make sure you write down everything. Any ideas, any thoughts that come to mind, or any pertinent information that you know that you're going to need to remember. Write it down. Save as much information as you can about that particular niche. I'm going to go ahead and leave it at that because that's more than enough. So that would be the first thing you need to do. If you've thought for years, let's say that you're a hairstylist, you're the best kitchen beautician in your part of town. And every now and then when a convention comes into town or whatever, the locals are telling you, okay, you want a last minute thing done for the ball or for the event, go to her. But now you're tired of using your kitchen. You want just a little bit more. You're starting to get burnt out on your day job. And you realize that the only thing that job is going to provide you with is your expenses in order to maintain, but it's not going to make you rich. You're looking to have a little bit more. And you don't want to be like the old man that I saw the other day that was going to work in somebody's kitchen for a national franchise. You guys have to sit down and have to look at your life. But go ahead and do that. Find your niche. Everyone has a talent. So if you're sitting here saying that you don't have a talent, that's not true. You have friends and family around you that they compliment you about a certain thing that you do all the time. It could be cooking, it could be doing hair, it could be fixing cars. You could be a good caretaker. People come to you all the time wanting you to watch their kids or look after an elder person. You might have a career as a home health aide, or a career as a nanny, or a career as a caretaker. You could have a career doing that because you have a natural ability to be able to go into people's homes and make them feel at ease and provide whatever services you need to provide in order to assist them. There's no telling, but you got to sit down and think about it. And if you haven't had a chance to get to know yourself and haven't taken time to get to know yourself, this is part of the process. Because once you find out what your niche is and who you are as a person, then it'll come a little bit easier for you to slide into that particular situation. For a lack of a better word, I couldn't think of it. If you hear noises in the background, by the way, there's some construction going on in my area. I don't know if you hear it on this or not, but please excuse that. But yeah, they're working on the roads and everything around here, so it's a little crazy right now. The next few audios may have that feedback, so I just wanted to let you guys know. But yeah, that's the first thing you need to do. I mean, if you're looking at venturing out on your own, side gig or permanent gig or whatever it is, where you just ready to be the boss, you just ready to handle things, you're ready to take the horse by the reins, then you need to go ahead and take whatever talent or ability that you have and just start researching it. So you can have a picture of what you're going to be doing. So you'll be able to visualize yourself in that position, because once you start visualizing it, then it gets into your brain and it kind of feeds your brain, and you develop a desire, more of an ambition. So I just wanted to put that out there, and I hope this helps someone. Peace.